Very good morning to you. I do hope you had a wonderful day yesterday, being Sunday, the Lord's Day, thinking about all the wonderful things that God has done for us. We're looking at Proverbs, and we've made remarks like Proverbs and the Bible give us so much helpful advice on how to live our lives successfully. And we looked at Proverbs 3, 5 to 8 in the last couple of days, and reading the next two verses. It says, "Honour the Lord with your substance and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats will be bursting with wine." So we talked about putting God first, about how when Jesus gave us the two great commandments, he said, love the Lord your God and love your neighbour as yourself. And he didn't even mention, he did, yourself is right at the bottom, isn't it? So God is first, neighbour second, me bottom. And here, this applies to belongings, wealth, everything that we have. We need to honour the Lord with your substance, the things that you've got, with your monetary gain, with your income. Honour the Lord with that. Put God first with that. In other words, and it says, and with the first fruits of all your produce. This was how they did things in those days. Most people had land and animals and things, and every year when they increased, they would take out of the very first produce and give it to the Lord. And we should have the same attitude towards our income, whatever it is, wherever it comes from. The gift to God should come first. It shouldn't be that once we've paid all our bills, we give him something out of what's left. It should be that the first thing we do is honour God in the income, because it's he who has given us the ability to get wealth. That's what the scripture says. So this is getting your priorities right with regard to your income, with regard to your benefits, your monetary wealth, everything that you earn, even to monetary gifts. Whatever comes your way, part of our commitment to God is to not give him the loose change at the end of the day when everything else is paid, but to honour him first, even, I dare say, when the maths doesn't work out. You know, I can remember a long time ago when my children were first born, and we were down to one income because I decided to stay at home looking after them rather than go out to work. And our income dropped by more than half because my earnings were greater than my first husband's at that time. And the first thing we did when the money came in was give to the Lord, even though that meant we didn't have enough. But we were never short. We always had plenty. We always had plenty to eat. We always had plenty to be clothed with. And we always were provided, even sometimes miraculously, with things to meet the needs that we had, because we honoured the Lord. Because this is a promise. Honour the Lord with your substance and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats will be bursting with wine. This is the produce of the land. The barns would be full and there'd be plenty of wine from the vineyard. God multiplied what was left because he was put first. And this is a biblical principle. If we put God first in the things that we do, in the things that we have materially, we put him first, he will honour us. He is the great provider. Jesus himself said we shouldn't worry about what we wear or about what we eat, about our income. We shouldn't worry about any of that, because just like the birds don't earn any money, they're fed, and the flowers don't have an income, they are clothed, so we will be clothed. God cares for us. God looks after us. God provides for us. God gives us more than enough, but we do need to put him first. It's a very important principle. There's some folk I know who recently well, not so recently, a couple of years ago, when they were putting their giving aside, the Lord said to them, double what you give away. And they did. And they had more money. They have more money now than they had before they started to double their giving. Now that's amazing. That is miraculous because their income hasn't changed. It's a miracle. God performs miracles when we honour him. And so this is a principle. So my time is up today. Have a great day. I hope you're really blessed today. And think about where your priorities are with regard to your income. How do you handle your income? How do you decide how much to give to the Lord? Where does that decision come from? Is it an afterthought? Do you only think about it when they say, oh, we're going to take a collection in the third hymn this morning? Is that when you think about it? Or do you think about it when your income comes into your bank account and you set aside money for the Lord and you give it to support work in his name? So there's some thinking to do about our income. Have a great day. Be very blessed in your thinking. And remember always that God is the great provider. God is the great giver. You cannot outgive God. If you give to him, he will give back. If you withhold from him, he will withhold from you. It is, it is a sort of balancing thing. If you give, God gives. And the measure you give is the measure you get back. Because it's like a seed and you sow it. Anyway, that's enough for me. I could go on talking about this for ages, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to wish you a great day. God bless you. Bye-bye.